Yeah, yeah. I'm past the petty, I pity the petty opponents, projecting problems, pretending they prophets, they phonies. I'm plotting progress, I'm polishing poems, I'm focused. Your profile's built on provoking, that's bogus. I'm over ops, I operate on options, not outrage, I audit outcomes. You autograph outrage on every page, I value vantage. You vouch for vendettas, that's vague, I'm vetted. You're viral, there's a difference in ways. They want a war of words, I'm doing word work. You want a circus, I want to survey your self-worth. I'm trying to turn a verse into a venture, expand turf. You trying to turn a thread into a trench and get hurt. I don't have time for beef that's pointless. Talk big but your goals sound voiceless. Only challenge me to prove a point. If it ain't growth, then I won't anoint. I don't have time for beef that's boring. All that bark, but your art ain't scoring. Only challenge me to prove a point. If it sharpens me, we can join. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want a clash, I want a clash, compare the cadence. You chase cloud, I chase craft, we're not adjacent. You count comments, I'm counting commas in cases. Creative contracts, not conflict in common sections. You type tough, I type tight, different typing. You send threats, I send drafts, that's different writing. Want smoke, I want scope, that's different sighting. You want war stories, I want war stories, that's different lightning. I don't do dudes doing detours from their own path. I don't spar with a sparkler when I'm guarding the whole draft. You want static, I want standards, you want status, I want stamina. I don't have time for beef that's pointless. Talk big but your goals sound voiceless. Only challenge me to prove a point. If it ain't growth, then I won't anoint. I don't have time for beef that's boring. All that bark but your art ain't scoring. Only challenge me to prove a point. If it sharpens me, we can join. Hey, yeah. Iron on iron, that's friction with function. Ego on ego, that's fiction in front. And test my mind, I'm in. Test my pride, I'm out. Debate me to build, I'll bite, that's business. Drag me for clicks, I dip, I'm distant. Raise the bar or hush that noise. I'm choosing purpose over pointless ploys. Yeah, I don't got time for the tirades, tiny talks, higher takes, try hard, lightweights, type the tight essays. I just type eights, tight aim, tight fake, turn trials to my traits. Beef for the feed, that's boring. Keyboard carnivores, carnival corny. I don't call corin or cause for clout. I cut chords, cut noise, cut short your doubts. You want war? That's a weak wish. Only step up just to sink in the deep end. You need me just to keep your name breathing. You need beef, I need beats, big difference. I got tunnel vision, locked in the distance. Sight set high, hands tight on the mission. Hear y'all hate, fade out in the instant. Mind stay vivid, my grind stay vicious. Whole crew know what time and I'm on. Clock talk, watch how I wind this song. I stay on with the line, straight victims. Write names in the margins of the hit list. Yeah, pointless disputes just prove my point. You a puppet on the post trying to move my joints. I refuse that noise, I remove that choice. I'm immune to the fumes when the room gets moist. See the route, that's a runway. Run plays, sun up to Sunday. One pace, unchanged, unfazed, unchained by that unpaid outrage. Outrhyme, outweighs, outlive, sound waves. If you aim at the king, better kill that doubt. Y'all aim at the cloud and complain about droughts. I rain down rounds, every page, every ounce, every noun, every bounce. That's a bank account. I got tunnel vision, locked in the distance. Sight set high, hands tight on the mission. Hear y'all hate, fade out in the instant. Mind stay vivid, my grind stay vicious. Whole crew know what time and I'm on. Clock talk, watch how I wind this song. I stay on with the line, straight victims. Write names in the margins of the hit list. Whoa.